Hi everyone, my name is Rishika Pali. Today I'll be explaining you the chapter Reaching the Age of Adolescence from Class 8 in CERT Science Text. So let's begin. Adolescence is the period of life which marks the changes leading to reproductive maturity. This is called adolescence. Our body undergoes various changes which lead to the puberty. Let us see what are the changes that occur at puberty. During puberty, the height increases and the body shape changes. There is a change in the voice and increased activity of sweat and sebaceous gland. Development of sex organs reaching mental, intellectual, and emotional maturity. First, let us see the first change at puberty, that is, increase in height. During puberty, the bones of the arms and legs begins to grow. Thus, it elongates and we become tall. There's a change of voice. There's a change of voice too. During puberty, the voice box or the larynx in boys begins to grow. Boys develop a deep and hoarse voice while girls develop a high-pitched voice. The protruding part of the boy's neck in the protruding part of the boy's neck is known as the Adam's apple. In girls, the voice box can hardly be seen. There is an increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. Sebaceous glands are also known as the oil glands. This is the reason we all get acne and pimples on our face. Now let us see endocrine glands. There are two types of glands in our body. They are endocrine gland and exocrine gland. First, let us see the difference between these two glands. First one, endocrine glands. The secretion of endocrine glands are the hormones, whereas the secretion of exocrine glands are the enzymes. Endocrine glands do not have ducts, hence they are ductlets. Exocrine glands have a specific duct to carry their secretions. Example of endocrine gland is pituitary gland. Exocrine gland example is salivary gland. Now we will be concentrating on the types of endocrine glands, their hormones secreted and functions they perform. First one is pituitary gland. Its hormones secreted are growth hormones and other hormones. Its functions are to regulate the functioning of thyroid gland, adrenal gland, and production of testosterone by testes and estrogen by ovaries. The second one is thyroid gland. The hormone secreted by the thyroid gland is thyroxine. It controls body metabolism. Sufficient iodine in the diet prevents goiter. Do you all know what is goiter? It is a disease which is caused due to the lack of thyroxine. Now let us see the third endocrine gland, that is the pancreas. Pancreas secrete the hormone insulin. You might have heard of the disease diabetes. Diabetes is caused due to the lack of insulin secretion. The insulin also controls carbohydrate metabolism. The last endocrine gland is the adrenaline gland. It is a hormone to keep salt balance in check. It helps the body to adjust to stress due to anger, worry, or embarrassment. It maintains correct balance of salt water in the blood. Now let us see the development of sex organs. First one, in girls, the ovaries enlarge and the eggs begin to mature. Also, ovary starts releasing mature eggs. whereas in boys, the testis begins to produce sperms. Now let us see what is menstruation. In a egg, in a egg, if it is not fertilized, uterus lining breaks down, leading to bleeding. This is known as menstruation. Have you heard of the term menopause? Menopause is the time when the menstruational cycle stops. It occurs at the age of 45 to 50 years. Menstruational cycle starts from the age of 11 and in some people in 12 or 13 years of age too. How do we know the sex of an unborn child? Have you heard of the term sex chromosomes? Our cell contains thread-like structures called chromosomes. 2 chromosomes out of 23 pairs of chromosomes are sex chromosomes. These are named as X and Y. Females have 2 X chromosomes, whereas male have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. An unfertilized egg always has 1 X chromosome, whereas the sperm always have 2 types. One kind has an X chromosome and the other has a Y. If the sperm contributes an X chromosome to the egg, it develops into a girl child. Whereas if the sperm contributes a Y chromosome, it develops into a male child. How to maintain our reproductive health? To maintain our reproductive health, we have to eat balanced diet and exercise regularly. Personal hygiene is very important at such a period of time. Have you heard of the disease AIDS? AIDS full form is Acquired Immunodeficiency Syndrome. It is caused by the virus HIV. The World AIDS Day is celebrated on December 1st to celebrate to spread awareness of the disease AIDS. It is spread due to the shared syringes to an infected person to a healthy person. Thus, we come to the end of the chapter, and I hope you all understood the chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.